I thought that at the beginning of this show we could take stock and maybe the three of us could talk about like what kind of have you found out that you're some kind of guy now?
Oh
like,
yeah.
How many kinds of guys do you think you are?
This sort of ties into this episode, kind of like a little bit, I would say.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I'm
Stefan's a guy.
I'm definitely in the last 2 years, I have become like a hockey card guy or like a sports card guy, like 100%. It's insane. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, I remember he really is one for sure.
Yes. Yeah.
I remember
like me and Chris's dad go to the same like hobby show every month.
Oh, by the way, Stefan, we're going to the big one. You're away.
No, I'm
one.
away.
That's
I know.
Too
I know.
Too bad. There's a big regional sports card show.
I went to it last time I was here. It was fucking awesome.
It's really off the chains. And so I guess we're sort of learning that Stefan and I kind of both are sports card guys.
You've sort of been getting into it a little bit more recently as well. Your dad got you all those soccer cards.
My whole childhood, I was obsessed with it, and my dad was, and we collected certain players like. We have a lot. My dad has a crazy collection. He has like Mickey Mantle.
I would love to
cards.
see his collection.
It's in a safety deposit box.
Oh, that's so cool.
I have a real funny. Cool. I had a real funny friend growing up who was like, I mean, he wasn't funny, but he was stupid, and he was like, you were all collecting specific players, and I didn't watch baseball. I was just like, I like Jose Canseco and Ricky Henderson, so I just collected.
Good choices. Good choices.
Yeah. I had an A's hat I used to wear. But I should buy another one of those now. But I collected Jose Canseco and Ricky Anderson. My brother collected Kirby Puckett and Frank Thomas. And this dude
all really cool players.
Yeah. This dude was like, I know who I'm gonna collect, Robin Yount. And it was just because he saw that his rookie card was worth $160.
Okay, so
I have to tell you guys something, and this is a huge reveal to the guys' audience. I collected a certain baseball player growing up, and he is known as the nerdiest baseball player in the history of the world.
Oh, wow.
And his name is...
I don't know if I know who it is. Who is it?
Greg Maddux.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
So Greg Maddux was a legendary pitcher.
One of the best of all time.
One of the best, for real. But he was like the professor, they called him. And he was just so nerdy and uncool. And I don't know how I ended up deciding to collect his cards. I cannot explain it. I don't think I was a nerd at the time, but for some reason I gravitated to him.
I think collecting this is I think the first episode that we've talked about collecting, and I find it to be a very the fact that you guys, I'm not insulting, well, I'm kind of insulting you. I think it's a very weird thing to be into, and especially the guys we're talking about this week here in a little bit, autograph guys.
How's your Lego doing?
Hey, fuck you, man. You see, it's right behind me. And
is that a roller coaster? Oh, I think you're telling me about
roller coaster.
That does look very, very fucking cool. I mean, I'm not joking. The thing behind him right now. Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, it does look cool.
Let me tell you what's really sad about my Lego collection now. I never collected anything in my life. Like I got into these fucking Legos, and I built a jazz club, which
that's when know. I think maybe because I feel like the jazz club is like that's like if you're doing Lego, there's like others on the list that you do before that, maybe, right?
Yeah. He has. Yeah, no, I think it's a good point. I think when you're starting to get into those sort of different, like a jazz club and stuff like that, it's like, yeah, you might be
Brian, do you like jazz?
No, but I also have a jazz band.
Well, of course.
Who's gonna play? Who's gonna play at the club? Obviously.
But so I buy this jazz club, and it's a modular building, and I didn't have any. I have a building. I have a haunted house.
Yeah,
that is a really huge one, but it's sort of part of the Lego amusement park collection. Where this roller coaster is also from too, but I found out that modular buildings connect to each other to make like a neighborhood. So I bought a boutique hotel and built that and attached them together. And then I started Googling like modular buildings, and I found out I have them all except for the police station, which I'm thinking about buying, which would be really problematic for me.
But you could trash it or something, or make it look like it's like on fire or something.
Totally, you could do something. You should add some things, or like take some holes out of it.
Maybe there's like a dinosaur attacking it or something. Like that's the thing with Lego. The only limit is your imagination.
Well, when what happened is.
And
So
and it's very expensive. So
it is quite pricey. Yeah, that's
yeah. But I've people on this show don't know, but I remember checking 4 months into me collecting Legos, and I had spent $4,000 on Legos. And
cards are the same way. It's fucking because cards are. It's also like a form of like it's just gambling straight up because unless you're buying like the single cards like separately, which is
that's what I do.
That's the smart thing to do.
Yeah.
And I do that as well. But there is something very fun, and it is just gambling. But like opening a pack and like maybe like, well, for instance, because I've got them right here.
I mean, Stefan and I have done some because we live so close to each other now. We have actually he's had me come over and open some hockey
trade cards.
Yeah, some packs and it is
we got some good ones.
Oh, some like
I wish you had been here for this one though, Chris, because that was the big one, right?
Oh my goodness.
This is like a $1,500 card probably.
Oh
and
man.
I pulled this out of a random pack and it was just like, holy fuck. It feels
an autograph. It came autographed.
You gotta say what it is, Stefan. It's an audio podcast. It's an audio podcast.
This is Connor Bedard, who's going to be the next big thing in the NHL.
And it's an autographed, and also like what is it of? Is it?
It's like Team Canada. It's not numbered or anything.
Oh, it's not. It's not numbered. But
no.
I mean, how many are?
Still very, very rare. I think if you look at the odds online, because they have the odds for like each like autograph card, it's like 1 in like 100,000 packs or something.
Wow. So that is cool.
Yeah.
Have you had that checked with a certificate of authenticity, which is something I learned about over
No, that's not how it works, Bryan. It's a card. It's a card.
So these ones it'll say on the back, the Upper Deck Company, this card was signed in the presence of a representative of the Upper Deck Company, and it's certified as to its authenticity. But if you get a card, if you get a card signed, like you could just get like a base card and bring it to like a show and get it signed by someone there, then you'd have to get that authenticated.